With that, we'll move on to an update on a transportation study that we were having done.
I believe it was back in September or October that we came back with a proposal to complete a transportation study. That transportation study recently was given to us in a draft format, so we have it. We will review that with them, and then we'll get the final results. And I can tell you this regarding the transportation study. There were three basically areas that they came back for recommendations are. One was a policy analysis, and then a financial efficiency and performance measurements, and then analysis of outsourced services. And I have a copy of that with me right now, and I can tell you that in the primary area that we were interested in, although we're very interested in the other things, was just doing an analysis of outsourced services, because there's a lot of districts around us in the state of Wisconsin that view that as a way to save money. And what was nice to have this study completed, it gave us an overview and compared us with those different districts, and it came back actually very favorably as to what the district is currently doing, and actually recommends that at this time it probably is not cost effective for us to make any changes. And they have, the report is very thick, so I would hope that maybe we could form an ad hoc transportation review committee to, just review the document in itself, and then kind of give the mission to what Mr. Moody and Mr. Kirshner and myself may want to go back and look for, and then bring those recommendations to the ad hoc committee, and then they could review them and decide if they want them to bring back to the board. So for full review, and certainly once I have a final draft, I will make that available not only for committee members but for the public to take a look at. But until it's not in a draft, I thought it was best not to put that out there. But so we got some work ahead of us, and the efficiencies and savings now will really come back into what do we want to do, because we spent many years making our system and setting our criteria for ridership and routes. And one of the big one that comes to my mind is, it wasn't too many years ago we introduced 4K, and as part of 4K it was the decision that not only do we want to offer 4K, but those kids should ride a separate bus that first year. I'm quite certain we could save money by having those kids ride the bus with the big kids, but the flip side of that is that's something what's best for kids as we talk about everything in the big picture, so to speak. So those are the types of things we'll probably really start looking into when it comes to analyzing the report here. What kind of efficiencies can we develop? But overall, I was very pleased with what I'm seeing so far.
Okay.
It speaks very highly of people who've been involved in the transportation previous to my time here, and those that are currently involved in it. So.
Well, thanks for having that done. I know at this point in time with the budget, we sort of have to look at everything and make sure that we're not taking anything for granted. So, with respect to that committee, we can sort of figure out a time frame after the meeting tonight, and anyone who's particularly interested in being on the ad hoc committee, let Greg know. Okay.
I'm sure it'll be one of the more interesting committees that you've ever served on. So,
come on, sell it, Greg.
That was it.
I was thinking of it.
Might it be one of the shortest ad hoc committees?
Maybe
well, yeah, hopefully it's two, yeah.
Maybe we'll get a bus ride out of it. Okay.
Or an earful if you decide to do too many radical
Yeah.
things.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks again.
Yeah.